I had this teacher tell me that, like, oh, Pray, like, you would be a really good football player if you were a boy. I'm like, if I was a boy, like I couldn't be a good football player now because I'm a girl, but if I was a boy, like, that would be a whole different story. Like, I would be a good one. And I'm like, cool. Like, that's, you know, I didn't really know what to say. I was just like, thanks. Hi, I'm Gabby Martin.
I'm Connor Coyne.
My name is Nadine Marcy.
I'm Timon Keller.
My name is Max Brook.
My name is Richard Bonzi.
So my name is Rachel Perea.
I'm on the women's soccer team.
And I play soccer and baseball.
I'm on the women's soccer team.
I've played soccer in Germany and at the upper school, and I've played handball. So that's the two team sports that I've mainly played.
Been on the soccer team for 3 years.
I play soccer and basketball.
I would say, yeah, maybe not quite man up, but I guess to like push yourself like more.
In the course of my lifetime, yeah.
Yeah, I've heard that phrase multiple times.
Yeah, oh yeah.
I've definitely heard, people say, oh, like, stop being a wimp, that kind of stuff, like, man up.
Yeah, I mean, as a freshman, when you come in and you're young and, like, you're not at a level where you can, like, brush off stuff.
I really don't like that phrase.
When you're asked to man up or to go that extra bit, then sometimes it feels like it's a little bit more on the selfish side of things.
I just find that phrase really ridiculous.
The worst player than me tells me to man up. It just like goes over my head.
In most cases, it would probably not be the most kind thing that I would enjoy hearing from someone.
I don't need to man up because I'm pretty sure that my passport says that I'm male.
If it's like a captain or senior or somebody who is consistent, I feel like it does have an effect on me.
Like, using the words man up, I don't think is okay.
I really don't care.
I probably have, yeah.
It was my friends joking around. We used to call each other grandmas a lot.
I'm pretty sure I have, because I usually don't think about what I say. So.
Yeah, that's a good question.
Like, apparently men are supposed to be tough, and that's like the only thing that men should do.
I think guys are expected to just always be, I guess, manly.
They shouldn't like whine about little things like getting kicked in the leg while playing soccer or like getting a ball in the face or something like that, apparently.
I mean, I know men, like, they always get perceived as like being strong, like have no feelings or emotion.
Maybe they do need that loving atmosphere and they just aren't getting it. And maybe they do want it deep down, but they don't actually get it.
Usually guys have like problems with their ego, so it's like if you attack that in any way, they feel like really self-conscious or like they get mad at you or something like that. I think it's worse when the coach does it, because the coach should be an authority and like, guide the players on like the right path. And if a coach does that, that's definitely showing that the coach is not where he's supposed to be.
Yeah, I feel like especially if the coach is a male, depending on how he sort of runs the team and how he is as a person.
Definitely, if a coach tells you that, it definitely does have an impact on you.
I feel like it can either have a really big effect on a player.
It's kind of like a put down and, makes me feel bad or makes me feel like I'm not good enough.
That term could be taken in like a whole different way of just, being like derogatory.
Oh yeah, multiple times.
I'm sure I've had that in the past.
No, I haven't.
I thought about it, but then I was like, well, there's nothing bad about that.
If someone was, hey, you're playing like a girl out there, I'd be like, okay, well, thank you, and I will never speak to you again. I would probably take that somewhat personally, yeah. That
statement or label on women that they can't really achieve much more than men can. I guess it just depends on how it's used, but I mean, normally that term isn't really used in like the most positive manner.
It makes people feel really self-conscious because then they like think about, oh, what does it mean to like do something like a girl?
I feel like I'd be bothered if it were my siblings.
Why am I not a full man? Why do I have to man up?
I would get a little pissed off. And I would get a little pissed off too if they didn't say anything.
I guess just like society and over time and like traditionally the gender roles of different, from way back when kind of thing, have perpetuated that.
I don't know, maybe because people like those like strong qualities that men are supposed to express versus like like the weaker female qualities, you know? That's kind of like the stereotype.
There might necessarily be something that guys might be more inclined to do, but that doesn't necessarily mean at all that women aren't capable of that.
Referring to male attributes has a certain sense of, you know, like aggressiveness and like power.
Like naturally as a woman, people might think like, oh, you don't quite have what it takes.
Referring to women has this sort of like, you know, sensitive and like sort of like held back like mentality.
Especially in the sports world, because I think we toss around, you know, this masculine role and this feminine role as far as not being as equal in sporting talents, that kind of stuff. So I think because of that, I'm more aware, and I think we need to, as I guess the sports community, bring awareness to, you know, that is degrading in a sense, and people can take it the wrong way. So.
I've had coaches who just like told us that we had no limit, and that like we are limitless, and that we can do anything we want to as long as we work hard at it.
I think a term coaches could use is like, you know, fight harder.
Well, I know if I was a coach, I'd probably say like I know you can do this. I know this is hard, but like we need you right now, and we need you to do your best.
It doesn't matter, because in the end we're all equal.
As a whole, we all need to improve rather than singling out people saying that they need to improve.
I mean, words are powerful, and so choose them wisely.